forcing me to drop my weapon, making me go back to a dull blade and a hammer.
Be careful what you wish for, Archon. You just might get it.
The Rod of Arafel. I have been waiting so long.
Can't we just attack him with it? I want to beat him to death with his own staff.
Every bit as powerful as I imagined.
Then you should have no problem clearing a path into your city.
A path? No. I will clear the entire realm. I will burn away the shadows with holy light.
Now wait a second.
Oh no. I think the rest of this map has opened up.
If you are to reach the Citadel, you will need wings.
So you just have one of these hanging around, do you?
I remember when War had one of these. It died.
Yeah, quite brutally. Alright, Archibald Wingman number 2. Let's do this.
He still wanders the ruins. He can help you end your quest.
Imagine if that other Archon cutscene crashed.
I would have actually been angry. Oh.
I think the audio cut out again. Not by
No.
your wings.
Everything's still here, it's just... this segment's on rails. I can't do anything.
Okay, it's on rail section. So we're just flying over.
Literally, we're just watching this happen. I can't do anything.
Yeah, they could just made this part of cutscene, probably. You know.
Yeah, they could have easily made this whole thing a cutscene.
Yeah, I've restated it all.
Well then.
Okay, you know what? I'm
Okay.
getting something.
Oh. Okay,
What, did you just die?
kind of.
Oh my god, I just looked away for a second.
Well, the thing is, I wanted to see if this stuff would hurt me. Oh my god, it drains your health so fucking fast. It's not even funny.
Oh.
I am confused as fuck right now. Oh, right. Those things. I killed you already. Wee.
Oh my fucking god! I knew I recognized the Archon's voice from somewhere.
Oh, really?
He's fucking Kaz from Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, then.
Like I'm going through all the things that this voice actor has played as. I'm pretty sure it's not the only thing I recognize him from.
Possible.
Now, people may be wondering, will we ever do a playthrough of Metal Gear Solid? Probably not.
Well, that's a long-term investment.
That's a really long-term investment.
Okay, you think fucking this series and fucking
Phoenix Wright were long?
just a long time, man. Metal Gear Solid, that's years. Yeah, that's when we do our recording sessions in person, together in the same room.
The thing is, that's going to be a long-ass series, and it's going to take fucking forever to do that.
Yeah.
That's as long. It's still just gonna be long if we just stick to the main series titles. We ain't talking about spin-offs here.
Oh yeah, I mean, really, the only one I would consider us even touching would probably be Peace Walker, because Better Call Saul 5 does have a lot of context involving Peace Walker, because it's somewhat of a sequel of that.
Okay, so we're not gonna do the one where you get a sword and you fight the vice president and whatnot.
I mean, wait, what do you mean oh, you mean fucking,
Revengeance or whatever it's called.
Revenge, yeah, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, the one where you play as fucking Raiden. And that one, that's just, I don't even know.
Oh, I know what item we're gonna be getting in this place. What?
It's fucking George Washington in Assassin's Creed 3, Tyranny of King Washington.
Did he just voice in the DLC or the entire game?
I don't know if it was the entire game, but it only lists the DLC, but I would assume it would be the entire thing. If they listed the oh, yep, there it is. It's further down the list. See, he was George Washington.
George Washington of Assassin's Creed 3. You know, it's not fun to admit it, but Assassin's Creed 3 was one of my first rage quits.
Oh my god, he voiced the medic from Team Fortress 2.
I don't believe that.
Like, it doesn't list Team Fortress 2, it lists the video short for Meeting a Pyro, and as medic. He was the medic in that one, I guess.
Then he would have to be the medic in Team Fortress 2, because I'm pretty sure the only voice line the medic had in that video was him screaming help twice before being burned alive. Meet the Pyro was one of my favorite shorts, by the way.
Clearly. Oh my god, he was in Ace Combat Assault Horizon. Why that one? He voiced the Cantus and the Boomer in Gears of War 3.
Wait, did those roles even have actual lines?
I mean, the boomer said boom, and the Cantus screamed a lot. That was about it.
Exactly, I don't believe those are real roles.
Somebody had to say boom.
I could have fucking said boom. Anybody could have said boom.
But this guy probably got paid a lot of money to say boom.
I mean, who the hell voiced it in Gears 1? Why did they should just use the same recycled voice line from the first game.
I mean, I would assume since it listed fucking Gears of War 3, that it's probably gonna list Gears of War 2 or more somewhere in this fucking list. It's just like all the things that are listed here are out of order. And there's no. Actually, hold on. Oh, it's listed by year. It has most recent stuff first. Okay.
So this guy has not been having a great time.
Apparently he was Mumra from the Thundercats TV series.
Which TV series?
I don't know. I didn't watch that.
I don't think anybody did. That's why I ask.
Well, he voiced super mutants in Fallout New Vegas.
Now, does it say that he voiced just super mutants in general, or does it have any actual...
It just says super mutants.
That's just kind of stupid.
He is every super mutant.
I mean, there's super mutants that were good, some that were bad.
Most of them were bad.
Well, most ones who rip out your spine and beat you to death with it.
Oh my god, he was Kim. He was Kim in Gears of War.
Oh, right. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I can hear that.
I had forgotten about Kim almost entirely.
He also did the Prophet of Regret in Halo Wars. Probably not in Halo 2, because you can tell that the Halo 2 Regret is not the same as the Halo Wars Regret.
Oh yeah, that's obvious.
So I'm not even watching the stream right now. I'm just looking at this shit this guy's done. I'm probably gonna look up fucking other people, voice actors I know, and look up all the things they've done. Oh my god, he did Grand Admiral Thrawn in Star Wars Empire at War.
I'm gonna be honest, I barely remember the Thrawn from that one. Like, I remember every other Thrawn, but not that one. Oh wait, I just realized what I've been doing wrong this entire time.
Well, you realize how wrong you've been. Okay, we've done that guy. Now for Steve. Now I'm gonna look down to Steve Blum's fucking career, because it's gonna be a big one. Yep, this is huge.
It's huge.
774 credits. Let's get going. Wait, there's still 8. Okay, I'm not going to comment on that. Okay, Okay, apparently Steve Blum was somewhere in Jedi Fallen Order.
Does it say what role he was? Because I think
It just says voice talent. I guess they had their voice plastered somewhere. He might have been just a random stormtrooper for all we know.
I mean, that's probably the case, unless...
That's why I swear, like, for some big names, it's just gotta be, like, for, like, Steve Blum, that someone's gotta come up and be like, hey, you just want to be, like, this random cameo voice? And you're probably like, yeah, sure.
Sure, why not? Fuck it.
Fuck it, I'll get paid.
What the fuck did I do?
Yep, he was... Oh, okay, I knew he voiced as Sub-Zero, but I didn't know he voiced Baraka.
I didn't even know Baraka actually... Oh wait, Baraka does talk in...
And, yeah.
Some of the later games.
It's like he spoke what very little he was in 10 and for all the times he was in 11. He also voiced Reptile, apparently. Who did have voices in Mortal Kombat 10, yes.
So many characters disappeared in the Mortal Kombat series, and
it's like they show up and then they come back, then others disappear, because Reptile wasn't even in Mortal Kombat 11.
that's just ridiculous. And plus, didn't they kill off some pretty major characters in 11? Well, 10.
Well, in 10 was when Baraka died. in like a flashback sequence.
Yeah, he wasn't even a fucking playable character, which annoyed the hell out of me. He was also one of the few characters with a move set in the game, and you just couldn't access him. He wasn't even DLC.
It was like Baraka was one of those characters, and Sindel was another one. I'm pretty sure.
Ah, here we go. Give me the glove.
Yeah, yes, getting your next ability. The power glove, powered by Nintendo.
Into the void I go. I gotta say, this opens up a hell of a lot more than what I would like to pretend it does.
Oh god, you know what? Wait, what? He voice talking Sauron in Shadow of War? What?
Oh yeah, I remember there was the Sauron fight that occurred in Shadow of War.
Yeah. Yeah, recently I looked up the fucking all the cutscenes finally, because for a while I just forgot the game existed.
I remember the game existed, it's just that I didn't really care much of it.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but it was just one of those games I could not care for.
Yeah, it kind of ruined it a bit after the whole ruining the entire main uniqueness of their game by making it into a fucking loot box simulator.
Well, they first did the loot boxes, but the entire series has basically nothing to do with the original Lord of the Rings series, like, at all.
I mean, you believe it or not, with Shadow of War, if any of it was to be taken in as canon, which I hope it doesn't ever.
No, they've straight up said that neither of the games are actually canon.
Good, because they directly interfere with the main story with the movies.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the big things about it that annoys me.
Like, there's a point where you know how Isildur was one of the 9 ring wraiths.
Yes.
There's a point where you set him free.
Well, I already know how that whole thing goes, because I remember at the end, you die because you were one of the ring wraiths at the final battle.
I mean, you see, the way it was is Talion didn't want to go down the route Celebrimbor was going. Still, Celebrimbor's like, yeah, fuck you, I'll just find someone else. So they just kind of left him for dead. So, in order for Talion to stay alive, he had to put on Isildur's ring, which pretty much doomed him into becoming a Nazgul, eventually.
Fucking Shadow of War. Uh-oh. This does not seem like a fun fight, dude.
Apparently Steve Blum will actually spin him away from Dead Island. The fucking lifeguard, dude.
Yeah, all the people we... One of the things that's actually recently pissed me off about Dead Island is the fact that I realized that you, like, actually go around and help everybody on the island, but then at the end of the game you just leave everybody for dead.
I mean, you have a helicopter, and there's, like, only so much room you can have on that helicopter.
Well, everybody on, like, all the scientist guys from the first area died. Well, from the final area died.
Yeah.
So those, you don't have to save them. But the people who literally saved your life at the lifeguard house, cut them a break! Seriously! They saved your fucking life and you don't even bother to even attempt to save them.
Mm. Well, there's Dead Space 3 listed in the credits, yeah, for his thing. Yep, doesn't even give it just says additional voices, doesn't give anything specific. It might have just been one of those random unitologist fuckers.
One of the ones who offed themselves, sparing us some bullets.
Yeah.
I don't understand when games will get like big name actors and then give them fucking extra roles.
Oh my. You know, I didn't realize it, but you know what? Thinking back makes sense. He was Urdnot Grunt in Mass Effect. He was fucking Grunt.
I remember Grunt.
The horseman cometh!
I like Grunt. Good guy.
I didn't like having to fight a fucking
Thresher Maul
for him.
I mean, to be honest, out of all the Thresher, in comparison to other Thresher Mauls, it was kind of tame.
I just didn't want to do it in general. It's a Thresher Maul fight. I've done enough of those.
But hey, the collector fucking beam weapon that you get before that, very effective against it.
I honestly don't remember that weapon, like, at all.
Don't worry, when we go through that, I'll be sure to tell you where you get it. Because you'll need it for a lot of things, because it's very useful. Literally every single Call of Duty he was in, he was just fucking Tank Dempsey.
didn't Tank Dempsey, like... I'm trying to remember. Who the fuck was that even?
He was the American in the whole Nazi zombies group.
Oh, right. I've honestly stopped caring about that group pretty fucking late on.
Yeah, it's like I don't pay attention to none of that shit anymore.
Ah, nice new outfit for us.
So in Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, he apparently voiced Stormtrooper number 2.
Any description on Stormtrooper number 2, like, at all?
Yeah, it's just Stormtrooper number 2.
That could literally be any number of fucking Stormtroopers.
Yeah, and probably like, if anything, they had probably like a set number of fucking voice actors for the Stormtroopers, and he was just a group of them. So at some point, you just murder a group of Steve Blums.
I mean, the fact that it says Stormtrooper number 2, I mean, I don't know whether that's like an actual Stormtrooper name, because there were like Stormtrooper number 2s that existed in the game, because there would always be like a couple of them talking to one another, but that could also just be generic voice number 2.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like there's a lot of things here, but most of them don't really catch my eye because I don't really care about them.
Also, you haven't really missed much from the actual gameplay, because it's basically just turned into a big game of Portal at this point.
Yeah. I'm making my own fun during this recording session. Oh my fucking god. Apparently Steve Blum was every single fucking brute in Halo 3.
And we're about to go murder a bunch of those brutes.
Yeah. Halo 3's coming out soon on PC. We're gonna be killing Steve Blum a lot. It's like, you don't realize how there's like an inner circle of fucking voice actors. And just like, they're everywhere in games.
That's kind of like certain actors in movies.
Yeah, you always end up seeing that one actor you always recognize.
Like Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, yeah. And Nicolas Cage.
He was in a lot of movies, and he just disappeared off the face of the earth.
Yeah, but whatever he's in nowadays is kind of like not big and just kind of like small stuff.
I mean, I remember when he was Ghost Rider,
Regrettably, yes.
and now we got 2 movies out of that.
You wanted Superman, you got Ghost Rider instead.
Oh, hell. Speaking of Superman, Snyder Cut of Justice League.
And like, I don't like how they're calling it the Snyder Cut.
Well, I mean, it's the version that didn't actually, like... Snyder's version of the film basically got cut due to... I believe it was, like, some death in a family or something like that.
I mean, it's like... What makes people think it's gonna be any better?
Because it's 4 hours.
Yo! That's... You can't do... You're not Lord of the Rings. You can't do that! That's not legal! Like, seriously. This isn't Lord of the Rings. You're not allowed. Only Lord of the Rings has that privilege.
To make a fucking 4-hour version of the film? I mean, this is what was originally supposed to come out.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be any good, because, I mean, Fraser Schneider was also, you know, like, he pretty much made Batman vs Superman, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, but the thing is, this was actually all supposed to connect together with those films. There was actually supposed to be something going on with the films. I don't know what the point of that room was.
Yeah, it's like they have him listed with they have him credited in Knights of the Old Republic 2, but it doesn't give me a fucking voice. It just says voice. His voice was in there. It doesn't tell me where.
You know, it doesn't matter.
Where were you, Steve Blum? I want to know.
Did I miss something? I think I had to have missed a lever. What? No, I wanted to shoot something.
Apparently, he was a Twi'lek in Knights of the Old Republic 1.
Whenever somebody just says Twi'lek, I just want to ask them, do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? There were so many fucking Twi'leks in Star Wars movies.
Yeah. Very few of them speak English, and most of them are slaves. And most of those slaves are sex dancers.
The only one I remember, the only male Twi'lek I remember, was Griff. Mission's sister. Well, Mission's brother that you had to save from a Tusken Raider camp.
Is that a side mission that I never did?
Probably.
Because I don't remember that. I don't remember her having a sibling.
You literally spent 0 time with her then.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, I just had fucking Zalbar with me the entire time because I wanted a Wookiee kicking ass.
I literally only saved Zalbar for Kashyyyk.
Like,
Because the thing was, for me, Zalbar was one of those characters that, like, I only used him on Kashyyyk, and then when he got taken away from me, I was kind of pissed off more than anything else.
It's like my thing was I have the Wookiee and someone with a lightsaber. That was kind of my setup.
For me, it was always somebody with a lightsaber because you always need one, and then just kind of someone else with me who could who is useful in whatever way. Most of the time, it would actually be HK because of his hacking skill.
I usually take HK around with me too because fucking HK is amazing.
But I used the mission for a lot of the stuff because of her stats as well, and because it was before I got HK with my boy. And I'm gonna be honest, I never finished the Bastila quest, the one with her parents. And that was literally because I lost Bastila before I could ever actually finish that.
Ooh. Okay, done looking through Steve Blum. Time for Troy Baker. Wow, not as big as I thought it was going to be.
The fuck did I just run into?
Wait, Troy Baker was Abaddon?
I feel like we went over this during the credits of Darksiders 1.
We did. Again, I forgot, jeez.
Although then again, we were really paying attention for Mark Hamill to ensure our suspicions were correct.
Yeah, Mark Hamill was the more important one.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I think that's been one of the few times I've ever recognized that voice immediately. Most of the time, I have to actually see it in the credits.
Yeah, because it's like, if you hear someone that sounds like the Joker, it's Mark Hamill. That's what it is.
Oh, there's so many, like, Jokers throughout the long line of Batman movies. Mark Hamill's most memorable.
Yeah.
Other than the dude from Dark Knight. Fucking... Now is the worst time to honestly forget his name.
While you're recording.
Oh, the thing was, the worst part is, it was actually the guy who played the Joker, it was the last role he ever did.
Oh.
Because he died of a drug overdose after the film. So yeah, kind of not a good thing that I have forgotten his name.
Oof.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Apparently Troy Baker had a good number of fucking Joker roles.
Huh. Wait, wasn't he the Asylum Joker? Or was that somebody else?
I'm fairly certain Mark Hamill did like the Arkham series with Jokers. Like, the only one he didn't do of those was the Arkham Origins.
I was about to say, I know he definitely wasn't the Origins one.
Yeah, because the Origins one was where they had a different voice actor for the Joker and Batman. I just know that the Joker in Arkham Origins had a really good impression of Mark Hamill's Joker. I'll give him that.
I'll be honest, fucking... with Arkham Origins, Joker was a saving grace for that game.
Yeah.
I honestly disliked a good portion of Origins, but the Joker in that one was great. Bane, however... I didn't like Bane.
Oh. Troy Baker was that Joker, actually. Funny how it works out. Yeah, if it's not Mark Hamill, it's Troy Baker. Good to know. Didn't know Troy Baker had a good Mark Hamill impression.
Actually, I think I remember the name Troy Baker being in the fucking... some YouTube videos lately. And not for good reasons.
Oh yeah, because, you know, he's very dismissive of video game criticisms.
That's not a good quality to have when you voice act in video games.
Yeah.
I mean, when there's criticism about a video game, the thing is, I wouldn't say you take it personally, but you should at least look into it and see how you can use that criticism to better yourself in those kinds of roles. Unless the person criticizing you is just being a complete dickhead about it. Like, I'll be honest, I know of some critics who are just dickheads about their criticism, and therefore no one should actually take their criticism too seriously, because they're just being a dickhead about it. Like anybody who gives Fortnite a higher score than Doom Eternal. That's why I don't trust IGN anymore.
You actually trusted them at some point?
You see, I believe they had some legit reviews, but
No,
after
it's-
certain events occurred between...
Mainstream video games reviewers are nothing but liars that take money in exchange for 10 out of 10 scores.
Also, anybody who gave Last of Us 2 a 10 out of 10 or 100 score.
Fucking, yeah, they're fucking idiots. Also, didn't know Troy Baker was fucking Espio the Chameleon from Sonic the Hedgehog.
I don't believe Espio exists within the Sonic universe anymore. He's been out of the games for fucking ever now.
He existed in Sonic Forces.
I didn't play Sonic Forces.
Well, I mean, it was the one where you could create your own character, so...
Exactly.
Didn't
I didn't play.
He was in Sonic Generations, apparently.
I did play that, I just never actually noticed him.
It's like the only game... I only ever played Sonic Heroes, and he happened to be in that one.
I played the original games, and then I also played one of the fucking other ones. Adventure 2.
Yeah.
And when I say I played the originals, I meant all of the originals. I played Sonic 3D.
You see the good ones and the not so good ones.
Yeah. When Sonic started going 3D, that's when it all went to shit.
Yeah, that's literally it. They went 3D. It's like really I feel like they didn't want to go 3D, but they had to because Mario did it.
I mean, it was the main way for them to compete.
And then they realized they didn't know how to make a 3D Sonic game.
Yeah, and even though they had had several attempts beforehand. They
And
literally had a
then
game called Sonic 3D.
The only reason people even remember the Sonic Adventure games in a good way is because of nostalgia. Anyone who says otherwise is actually clinically insane.
I thought it was because of the introduction of Shadow.
I'm sorry, but those games are basically just Sonic 06 but less broken.
I would say it's a bit more fun. At least
Until you get
the one I
until you
remember.
get to Big the fucking Cat.
Nobody remembers Big the Cat for a reason.
No, everyone remembers Big the Cat for a reason. It's not a good reason. And I'm also, man, those Sonic Adventure 2 cutscenes, they're god awful.
It might have just been because I played the 360 version.
No, you don't understand. Like, those cutscenes are terrible.
I probably never even paid attention to them, to be honest with you.
Listening to half of them speak makes me want to cut out my ears.
Literally, the only
Like-
cutscenes I paid attention to were the ones with Shadow in them.
Yes, because those didn't have the voices that made your ears bleed. Dr. Eggman actually sounded not terrible. Although he was very, very fucking quiet. So they did not get the audio correct for him.
We are farmers. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what the fuck that came to mind. God, this puzzle.
Let's look for Keith David, see what he's been in.
That's gonna be a long list, at least
It's gonna be a
of
very long
recent.
list. I like how putting KE in Google is in the first thing that comes up is Keith David. He really has. He was born in 1956. Only 319 credits. Not as much as Steve Blum, because fucking Steve Blum's been in fucking everything. Didn't know that. So you know Spawn was a DLC character in Mortal Kombat 11?
Yeah.
Apparently Keith David actually did the voice lines for him.
Ironically, Spawn was like the only character like I got in an email about from fucking the thing about. Well, I signed up for like a WB account like I don't know 2011 or something like that. So, like, Spawn was like the only character I actually got an email about, and all I said was, why the fuck do I care about Spawn showing up in MK11? So he was the only character I basically dissed when even looking at Mortal Kombat 11.
He was voiced by Keith David, goddammit. That there's the obvious one, the Arbiter from Halo.
And then there's also, what's his face from Mass Effect?
Yep, what was his name? Anderson. I'm pretty sure it was Captain Anderson. I'm just gonna say that. I hope that's right. I should know it, how many times I fucking played it. Yeah, yep, Keith David played as Keith David in Saints Row. Yep.
Right, that happened.
Yeah. He was the Vice President of America in that.
Hasn't Keith David done a shit ton of, like, TV roles as well?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a president in Rick and Morty.
Oh right, I remember that episode.
Yeah. I was right, Admiral, okay, it was Admiral by the end of it. Admiral David Anderson. In Mass Effect.
Andersmith.
Mr. Anderson.
Oh right, I was getting this fucking key to actually go do this tower thing.
Sergeant Foley from Modern Warfare 2. Never forget.
Ramirez, take down that helicopter.
Ramirez, do fucking everything.
Ramirez, save America from poverty.
Oh yeah, he was Barricade in Transformers.
You know,
I actually remember that because I had one of the DS games, and I do remember his voice being Barricade.
I do not recognize him as Barricade. Like, it just doesn't sound right. But Barricade is like one of those characters I remember only due to the fact that he was screaming at fucking god damn it, why can't I remember his name now? Shia LaBeouf, that's right. Because of him screaming at Shia LaBeouf in the beginning of the film. Him just screaming, "Where are the glasses?"
Where are the glasses?
2187. Where are the glasses?
Not that many roles that I recognize in this list, to be honest. It was only the ones I already knew about.
What are some other roles then?
Stuff I don't know, basically.
I mean, just start listing some stuff off. There might be a few things I recognize.
Do you know God in America?
I have never heard it, but that sounds... Is it a movie or a game? Because that honestly sounds like a movie.
It's a TV series.
Okay, then.
Like, most of the stuff in here is like TV series and stuff. Well, I'm gonna close my curtains. Hey, what's another?
Wait, what's the point in doing this then?
What's another voice actor that exists? Nolan North.
Nolan North has voices in so many games. I mean, the man's in XCOM 2.
He is?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think so.
Still not as many credits as Steve Blum. I don't think anyone's gonna get as much as Steve Blum.
I know he definitely did the voice of Deadpool in the Deadpool game. And then he also was in Saints Row 4.
Yeah, where he had the Nolan North voice option. He obviously was in most of the Assassin's Creeds when Desmond was still around.
That's probably why they killed him off. They couldn't afford him anymore.
Yeah, he got too big, asking too much money. You tell me in Shadow of War he was Isildur.
Huh.
Huh. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. He was the hunter.
You know, honestly, that's not what I was
sense.
even going for, but...
It makes sense in hindsight. Looks like, honestly, he sounds like a role you do.
So that means he did... Nolan North did all those lines about how he loves murder and whatnot.
Yes. Yeah, about turning the Earth into a fucking reserve for hunting. He played Rocket Raccoon in Guardians of the Galaxy: The Telltale series.
I was about to say, I don't think he did it for the
Yeah, not for the movies, just for
main
the Telltale
movie.
game. Yeah. He was Sergeant Forge in Halo Wars 2.
Wait, hey, are you sure about Halo Wars 2?
It says Halo Wars. I mean, I'm guessing they had Forge in, like, you know, not in the story, but...
Yeah, he was a skirmish character in 2.
I guess he had Nolan North do a couple voice lines for him, I guess.
Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Okay. Not my shining moment.
Apparently, we're fucking Nolan North was Edward Rick Talbot and that fucking Call of Duty Zombies group in Revelations. Okay. Yeah, he's Nathan Drake in Uncharted. Yeah, I know that one.
Ah.
Also, I just want to point out in Saints when it gives the credits to Saints Row and all that stuff, like they don't even give like that character, that protagonist character, a name. They just call him the President of the United States.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much for that character renamed other than the President. Because they would have to announce your character's name every time he speaks. I don't think any of the Saints Row protagonists actually had a name.
Yeah. Oh, Noah Northport will actually voice the Penguin in Arkham Origins.
Oh right, he was in Arkham Origins.
Yeah.
I honestly only remembered it from Arkham City. I think he was in Arkham Knight only as a side mission.
Yeah, I feel like a few of most of the villains in Arkham Knight were side mission related.
I mean, the only ones that are memorable are Scarecrow and the Joker. I mean, there's also Riddler, but who gives a shit about Riddler?
Yeah. People only remember him as being Jim Carrey that one time.
I mean, well, yes, I remember that. That's not what I mean for Arkham series.
Yeah, because no one cares about the Riddler unless it's the Jim Carrey version.
Hell, the most people remember Jim Carrey for right now is Dr. Eggman.
Which again, he didn't really play Eggman, he just played himself. Because I feel like Jim Carrey's at that point in his career where he's just acting as himself. He's kind of reached that Nicolas Cage part of his career.
You know, I wonder if they're gonna bring him back for the next Sonic movie, because you can tell they're definitely doing a sequel.
I mean, they'd have to. Like, there's no other antagonist but Eggman.
I mean, he didn't even become like full Eggman style until the end of the movie.
Yeah, so it's like, then, you know, they're gonna fucking bring Tails in.
Oh, I mean, yeah, he was at the end of the first movie.
God forbid they bring in any other ones.
Although, you know what actually kind of terrifies me? What would Tails have looked like had they kept the original designs?
Dude, we don't want to know.
I keep, like, thinking about, like, remember those, like, old Carfax commercials?
Yeah, the fucking Carfax.
Yeah, that terrifying abomination. That's what I just think of what it would have, that Tails would have looked like.
Oh yeah. Noah North was Romeo in ODST.
Then I'm assuming he'll likely be coming back for Infinite. Because the ODST band is back together, everyone except for Rookie.
Yeah, because Rookie's dead off screen.
It kind of pisses me off still.
They just didn't want to pay a voice actor to voice him.
They didn't even need to have a voice actor for him. He was a silent protagonist.
Listen, but listen, if he's not gonna be the player character, then yes, he has to have a fucking voice.
No, he doesn't. Fucking have him take a sick day or something.
Because I don't want fucking Chief and Rookie just gonna be in the room, just gonna be together. They just never speak at all.
I would find that to be hilarious, honestly.
Or just like, since it's 343's Chief and talks during gameplay, be like, you know, you remind me of when I was younger. I didn't talk much either.
Although then again, the Chief in that game would probably say some stupid shit to him and we'd just be forced to listen playing as Rookie. Because hell, every time he was about to speak in ODST, somebody would always cut him off. Hell, Dare asks for his name, the engineer cuts him off because he was fiddling around with the superintendent.
Oh, fucking. Or not. Oh. So you know how Jay Stratton was technically in Gears of War 2 for like one part?
Yeah.
Apparently, Nolan North actually voiced that. So there was a timeline where Nolan North could have been Jay Stratton, and Jay Stratton probably would have been white.
But wasn't he only there for all of, like...
2 lines, yes. Because he was Alpha 7. When he entered the Hollow. I just find that funny.
I thought Jace was actually, like, in the game as, like, an actual character, though.
No, he wasn't in as a character, he was just a voice.
I remember him being there for a longer period of time.
Nolan North voiced some of the enemy soldiers in Metal Gear Solid 4. Good for him.
What am I doing with...
Nolan North was the Marines in Halo 3.
just the Marines? He was all of them.
Yeah, all of them, even the Hispanic ones.
Alright, I'm confuzzled.
Okay, I'm probably not going to be much help because I have not been watching in like the past hour.
Trust me, this is probably going to be more confusing for you than it is for me. Wait, how the fuck? Alright, I'm bored, let's see what happens. Right, that's about what I expected to have happen.
Okay, next voice actor, Nathan Fillion.
Okay, you immediately abandoned me, good to know.
I'm too interested in the voice actor chain now. I want to know who's been voicing all the characters I know about. Only 88. Jesus, what? Not that many credits. Because yeah, Nathan Fillion was the one who voiced Cade 6 in Destiny. Before Nolan North had to take over for his death. There you go. Oh. Okay, so Nathan Fillion was Gunnery Sergeant Buck. Okay. And he's also a guy named Sergeant Reynolds in Halo 3. Don't remember who that was.
Well, yeah, I remember him, kind of.
Any sergeant that didn't have the last name of Johnson did not exist to me. There was only one sergeant in my eyes.
I don't know, kind of sounds like communism to me.
Does that sound like fucking communism to you? Apparently Nathan Fillion voiced God in Saints Row Get Out of Hell.
Oh yeah, God had an entire fucking story arc in that one. This is... I'm lost. Like, I don't want to look up a walkthrough, and the thing is, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. There is nothing explained during this portion.
Because I've run out of voice actors to like look up, so yeah. So let's see what I've missed the past hour or so.
Oh, trust me, the audience probably, whoever's watching this video, is probably screaming that I'm a moron right now, because it's probably really fucking obvious.
This video is really fucking titled "Who Voiced What," because that's really all we've been talking about for a while.
Alright, I'm gonna use you for some investigation work. Is there anything over here worth remembering? Or knowing about? Probably not. Okay, we're just gonna have to go back to regular death form, and we're gonna have to do some internal investigation work, because I am fucking lost. What the fuck breaks the thing over here then?
Yeah, how long have you been stuck on this while I was off doing my research?
I've probably been here for like the past 5 or so minutes.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't that long then. I was worried you'd been here for like 20 minutes.
Honestly, I've lost track of time doing this because there's nothing to... Like, there's no way to keep track of any source of time. So I got through the first part pretty quickly and easily, and now I've just been stuck. There's like nothing to signify how much time has passed trying to do this one puzzle. Like, War has not said anything this entire time. None of the characters have been commenting on how slow I'm being.
And you're still out of it, you call Death War.
Whatever. He's a horseman that does stuff. I'm a horseman without a horse.
This is no place for a horse.
Exactly. Bring up the fucking thing. Fuck it, I need to go off searching. I'm probably not even supposed to be here. I'm probably gonna find out later.
Like, this is just some fucking side stuff they never even had to do.
Like, I'm gonna find out in a few minutes that I never had to be here, and that I've just been wasting my time through all this. Damn it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can this do what I think? Yes, it does!
Oh my god, has he finally figured it out?
That took too long.
Oh my god.
Now, question is, what the fuck was the point in all this?
You see, it leads to an abyssal armor piece.
If it did, I would actually fucking kill somebody. I would kill whatever developer made this, because I'll be honest, while you were gone, I did acquire one other piece of gear that I didn't mention.
It was like I never left, it's just that I'd been distracted by my own stuff.
Well, while you were distracted, I found something that I didn't really feel like mentioning. I dropped the Maker armor.
Oh,
Because I now have the Prince of Death armor.
okay.
Although I think this is that you actually got back at a point where we're about to actually start getting back to story stuff.
Yeah, well, that made progress, gets us stuff that I'm actually okay with watching.
Instead of just more shitty puzzle work. Ah, I spoke too soon. Where the fuck am I?
I mean, you're lucky I ran out of fucking voice actors that I know by name, because I can't think of any more.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I totally look up the guy who voice acts fucking Cartho Nasty and Kane Alenko, but I don't remember their name.
Honestly, the only one of the voice actor / comedian that comes to mind right now, Gilbert Godfrey. But I know he didn't voice those characters. It's just completely unrelated.
Fucking Gilbert Godfrey? Why him?
Because you were talking about voice actors, and he's just one of the few that comes to mind. I mean, that guy voice acted a good portion of my childhood. Or at least a small portion of something that was a big portion of my childhood.
Why are we here?
We're still looking to get that fucking key.
Okay,
Yeah, that's how long I've been
okay.
stuck on this puzzle.
Because it's like, I don't remember what this key is even for.
I don't know.
Isn't it like a key just to get to the next fucking region through the Tree of Life? Is that what this whole thing is? I feel like the Tree
It's
of
to
Life
get
is
to
just
the
main
next
focal
thing.
point of this shit.
I mean, that's the entire point of our quest is because of that damn tree.
It's just like, keeps on taking us to places that we just don't need to fucking be in.
Like, I'm pretty sure if Death didn't have to put up with this kind of shit, he wouldn't.
Yeah, if his brother wasn't the one being fucking condemned.
Like, if he just had to go out and do some random quest work for the council, he would just tell all these other people to go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
God, this fucking palace is huge. Who are you?
Face me, Reaper!
I'll describe. I thought he was supposed to help us.
I mean, the fact that he's still alive may tell you that he is not on our side.
Have you seen yourself in the mirror? You look like a fucking tub of lard with a bunch of fucking corruption fat on you. Well, what do you know? The pistol's actually doing damage. That's rare. Fuck too soon.
Once I get to the halfway point in this fight, he's probably going to. This portal stuff's actually probably going to do something.
There'll probably be a stage 2. Then a second full
Ow.
health.
Yep, there it is. Oh.
You're right, Jeff. This is no place for a horse in the air. Silt. That's how we use to get bars in Terraria. I'm not feeling very wrathful right now. I'm feeling quite content, really.
Damn it. I am full of wrath right now.
But after that puzzle, you took like fucking, what, 20 minutes to do? Yeah, I love you too. Like you said, it was only 5 minutes, but in reality, is that you're gonna look on the fucking recording session, it's gonna be like 20 to 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I just ease the pain by distracting you with voice actor bullshit. water. Whee! I see what to do. Oh, no, I see what to do. He went back up too far. Wait. Oh.
What? Oh, I see it now.
I'm just unsure.
I know what it is. I just need to I need to force him to come down. You piece of shit attack. You won't shoot this close. No, I wanted you to force through him. Okay.
I fucking fooled you, huh?
Apparently I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I thought I knew what to do too, but I was wrong.
What?
What the fuck just happened?
Oh, I'm a moron. You know that laser beam he's been shooting at us the whole time?
Yeah.
I just forced him to shoot himself with it.
Oh, well, right, fucking shoot through the portal and we'll go up and hit him. Okay.
Where is the key?
Oh, he's had enough of this shit. He's been doing puzzles all damn day. He's sick of it.
Please, I'll tell you everything.
I don't want you to tell me, I want you to give it to me.
Chaos. Even the most noble among us abandoned his senses and took up his sword. It happened to the Archon. It happened to me.
The Archon.
Uh-oh.
It was that damn pool. Their use was forbidden for a reason. Whatever vision he saw within rent his mind. The corruption spread from him. He made the city a slaughterhouse while professing his own purity. Eventually,
You know, in hindsight, it was very
the
obvious.
crystal spire